So now that we have ADB working, let's go to M207, which is ES Explorer command injection. This one was amazing. The one thing you can't easily do in Android is explore the file system, like Windows Explorer, open folders. You have to add an app for that. And this was a really common app used for that purpose. And this app is incredibly dangerous. So let me install the app. I'll get an archived version of it here. ES File Explorer, okay. So I'm just going to open it in Finder. And there it is. All right, and now I'm going to bring my phone to the front. And all I have to do is drag and drop it on the phone. Come on, drag. All right, it's giving me trouble. Drag and drop. There we go. Installing the APK. All right, now it's installed on the phone. So if I run this up, there it is, ES File Explorer. And I think I want to just launch it and go through whatever preliminaries there are. I agree, it can access my storage. That's the whole point of it. It will let you explore your file system. I allow it to access everything, yeah. And there it is, I start now. Okay, now I can see files, I can open folders and so on. So the intention was to let me access the files on my phone, the photos and stuff, and then I can monitor them. And amazingly, instead it just hands them out to the whole world. And it was this way for years before anybody noticed. So once you've got this thing running on your phone, then get in there, I think with just an ADB shell. And now you can do this command will give you a list of listening ports on your device. So I'm in there, the netstat minus pant, and all this does is remove the error messages, of which there's a lot. And then I look for listening ports, so I'll see listening ports on my device, and notice I am listening on port 59777. What is that about? Why is something listening on that port? The answer is that is the File Explorer serving up all your files at FTP to anybody on the network without telling you, and for no apparent reason. It's the damnedest thing, and people just used it for years without noticing this. It's so you can, I think you can find you can find the port to get load information from the process. This is the curl command that should do it. This is going to connect on that port, and I should be able to run this on my Mac, and I imagine you could probably, right, so this is on the Android phone. I'm just going to exit from here to get back to a plain shell and now do it there, and it failed to connect. How rude. Oh, I think I did have to run that on the Android because I did it with local. Just a moment. ADB, I had to do the ADB forward first, right? So 5977 on the phone is not 5977 on my local device. You use this ADB forward command to connect the ports together. So that's, well, there we are, ADB forward. Oops, ADB forward, TCP, 59777, TCP 59777. There now my local Mac will be listening, and whatever traffic it gets, it will forward it to the Android on that port. So now this command that tries to go to 127.0.0.1, 59777 will go onto the phone, and see here's information about the phone, the FTP for it, and there's a series of commands you can play. You can list all the photos on the phone. And you can take photos and suck it off the phone. Now, if you use the Android Studio emulator, I don't think you can connect this to the webcam on your Mac. I wasn't able to, but with Genymotion, you can. You can connect the emulator to your real webcam, and you can take real photos in the emulated phone, and then you can steal them with FTP. So that's another fun thing to try here. I did that with Genymotion in the past. If I could steal photos, I took off the phone. So really is pretty surprisingly bad. All right. And then when I showed this to students, they said, would a security app save you? And I said, it would be nice if it would, but I tested a whole bunch of them and none of them would. Of course, an app update finally fixed this after the scandal came out and everybody knew, but this is why apps are so bad. You can make an app with a ridiculous flaw like this, where it's listening on a port, serving up everything with no password, and people just use it for years because they don't have visibility into what's happening on their phone. They install the app, it works, they don't know how to do any security tests. And that's why I say even what we're doing here, a very cursory examination of a phone, just testing for like the top few security flaws is a really valuable thing to do. Doing how to do basic security tests of what's going on your phone will find things that really shouldn't be there. Anyway, let me stop this recording.